Hey guys, Frank here. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about my homemade bandsaw. Now of course it's not finished yet, but I will be recording the process of it. Today I'll be talking about the frame. I already have the frame built, so I can't show you me doing it, but I will talk about it. Now I gotta give credit where credit's due. These are actually plans I got from Matthias Wandel. I'll leave a link in the description to his channel. Okay, so here's the frame for the bandsaw. This is going to be a 14-inch bandsaw. That means it has 14-inch wheels. Now, this was all put together with scrap wood. It's mostly hardwood, it's mostly red oak, but there is a few pieces of softwood here, like this piece right here. Now, the plans called for it just being glued together, glued and clamped. But I also screwed mine together. Now you can see some of my pieces didn't fit perfectly. Now let me tell you about this. Each piece interlocks. See, for example, this piece, it comes down to here and stops. The piece below it comes all the way out to here. The one below it comes back to here. Back and forth, just like that. Okay? Same with these. Same with this. You see how this one top piece comes to here? Well, the one below it comes all the way out to here. And back and forth all the way down. All right? Same with this piece. This piece starts and stops here. Well, on the next layer down, it goes all the way to the edges, and it alternates back and forth. The same with the gussets. So you can see how this gusset goes into the piece. Well, this one stops on the piece, but it goes into this piece. Back and forth all the way down. Every piece on this frame interlocks. Now, the frame is finished, except for the bottom piece. There is bottom legs that go back. I haven't put those on yet because I'll have to mount the motor. I'll have to mount the bottom wheel mounts from the bottom, and it'll be difficult to mount that with this here. Now let me tell you a little bit about how I made it. I used a table saw for every bit of this. It was challenging. As you can see, some of my pieces don't quite fit. I believe it'll be good enough. Every layer is glued together plus screwed together. So I don't believe it's going to be that big of a deal. Let me talk about some of the problems I had. Since this was cut out on my table saw, the cuts aren't perfect. For example, you can see how I'm supposed to cut here to here, but I overran the cut a little bit. And that's because of the curvature of the table saw blade. Now on the other side, I didn't overrun that cut. I stopped right where it should be. But since the blade curves, it did overrun on this side. Now there is quite a few pieces like that in here. Now Matthias Wandel, when he built his frame, he used all softwood. This is almost entirely hardwood. Not because I preferred hardwood, but that's just because that's all the scrap wood that I had. I numbered each piece when I was putting it together. You can see the numbers here. 1, 5, 1, 4, 1, 3. That means layer 1, part 3, layer 1, part 4, layer 1, part 5, because this is in layers. See, the next layer would be layer 2, part 2, layer 2, part 1, so on and so forth. There is spacing in here that's a little too late to fix. This should have been clamped down perfectly everywhere with no spacing anywhere. I didn't realize this was like this when I did it. Now it's too late. See, also here, see the spacing between the layers? Here, and also here. There's a few places where it's like that. See, there's more spacing here. But all things considering, I think it's going to be fine. It's made out of hardwood. It is glued together. It has got a ton of screws in it. I think it's going to be okay. Now this frame is finished, except for the bottom. There is some more bottom pieces that go across here. The motor mount sets here, or it mounts the motor here. I haven't put that on yet. Because I do need to put the bottom wheel mount here. And if I go ahead and attach the rest of the frame, it'll be very difficult to get in here and screw stuff together. So that is left off for now. And besides that, this frame is finished, except for one piece. There is one more piece that goes right here. Now you can see this is softwood, this is softwood. This is almost all hardwood though. I had rough sawn boards. I had lumber that was rough. It needed planing down. So, you know, there's my planer. I planed all this down to 3/4 inch lumber. And I laminated them all together. I did every bit of this on the table saw. It was challenging, but just enough to where it was fun. And I challenged myself. It wasn't like overwhelmingly hard where I felt defeated or that I couldn't finish. In my opinion, the frame is the hardest part. Now, this is all I've done so far. Well, I've started on the wheels. But in my opinion, just from watching all the process of building the bandsaw, to me, it seemed the frame was the most challenging. Now, does that mean it is the most challenging? No. And will I run into a step later that's much harder? It's very possible. But I believe this was the hardest part, just because there were so many little pieces that had to interlock. It's quite heavy. It's very heavy, and it's very sturdy. Now, one thing Matthias Wandel did with his frame is he cut the corners off. He took his other bandsaw and he cut the corners off through here and through here. Just there and there. And I'm not sure if he did that to just to make it look nicer or if it has some kind of, you know, purpose behind that. But as of now, I don't plan on doing that. I plan on leaving it just like it is. Now, later, when I'm trying to put it together and I see that maybe it needs to be cut off like this in order to proceed, then I'll either make a decision to either cut it off or try to alter the plans. Now, on top of every layer being glued together, like I said, it is screwed together. Individually, each layer has little 1 5/6 inch screws in it throughout each layer like this. But on top of all that, on the very top layer here, I've put 3 1/2 inch screws straight through it. Here, 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 and here. I'm also going to put 3.5-inch screws in this corner, and through here. The gussets are the same way. Each layer is screwed into the gusset before it. But on top of that, there is periodically I did screw the gussets into the frame through here and here. Now that's on both sides. There's places it's been screwed into the frame. Like here, it's screwed the gusset in because this gusset actually goes down into the frame. Now I believe it's sturdy. I don't believe this will give me any problems. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. I just want to say thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. I appreciate you joining me. If there's any suggestions or comments, please feel free to leave those in the comments below. If there's anything you think I should have done better or differently, I'm always open to suggestions. Thanks for your time, and have a good day. See ya.